Thank you, Susan. Thank you. That was so beautiful. Really touched me, and I feel very honored to be here today on Mother's Day, and specifically honoring the feminine within all people, but supporting today over the next 20 minutes or so to really open into the feminine, and to feel her and to surrender to her within inside of our bodies, inside of our wombs, and to deeply connect into the earth and the divine mystery of creation, and to really come home to her and to listen to her and to hear her call. I feel there's such a deep opening at this time in the world, a very deep opening of the feminine, where she's inviting us. She's saying, come home, come and rest here, come home, come listen, come and be with me. And I feel this invitation from the feminine to come home to her and to truly honor her and to listen to her as the womb of all of creation is what is so needed in our world at the moment. And women specifically, we birth new life through our wombs. Like, we know about creation. We know how to listen. We know how to move with the rhythms of nature, the rhythms of life. We know when to pause. We know when to move forward. Yeah, so it's really honoring the way in which women have this capacity to really open into the feminine. And with this opening and the surrendering into the feminine, I really feel us as women, we have the capacity to birth new forms in our world, especially during this time as a lot of the old forms are dropping away, the old disconnected forms that haven't been fully in honor of her. Yeah, and I'd just like to thank all the men for being here today as well. And I'm feeling such a devotion from the men to the feminine. So an honoring and a devotion and a holding space and a containment for the feminine to really rise and be birthed through us and into the world. Okay, so I'm going to guide a transmission, an actual embodied practice for all of you to really open together here into the feminine. And so I just invite you to close your eyes right now and make sure that you're really comfortable and that you have nothing tight around your belly. And this is for the men as well. If you could just open into presence, emptiness, and silence, and deep honoring devotion, and creating a space and a container for the woman. Yeah, so you can actually feel the men can just kind of gather in a circle around the world, around the women. And if you can just close your eyes and imagine for all the women now to be gathered around the Earth Mother, the Divine Mother, and the men are around the women. So the men are holding space in deep honor and devotion to her. And the women, you're going to start to open your hearts and your wombs and feel connected to the earth inside of your belly, inside of your womb. Yeah, we're just going to take some time to really drop in, open up, and surrender to her. So just take some time to be quiet and empty. Yeah. And the woman, you're just going to take some deep, gentle breaths. So the feminine starts to open when we slow down. Yeah, it's like an inward, downward spiraling into the earth, into the womb of creation. So we're coming into our bodies and we're slowing down. We're just taking some breaths, relaxing and unwinding our bodies. So our bodies are the gateway to creation, the gateway to the feminine. So just making sure that your head is empty. You've released and let go any thoughts. We're just quietening down the mind. And you can keep your eyes closed. We're going to connect more deeply with the elements of nature to open us into the feminine. So first feeling the sun from above. Coming into your head and warming your whole face. And as the sun comes into your head, you're just allowing your head to soften and relax, your skull to soften, your jaw to relax and open. And as the sun comes down into your head, you can just feel and imagine your whole head starting to open and radiate like a beautiful flower of life. The petals of your crown and your jaw and your forehead are just starting to soften and open, receiving the radiance of the sun. And as the sun comes in, you're just releasing the thoughts and just becoming deeply present inside of your body. Just feeling the radiance of the sun. Coming down now and touching your throat. Yeah. As the sun comes into your throat, your whole neck is going to relax and soften and open. And it's like your whole throat starts to open and relax like a flower. So it's like the sun coming into the flower. It's almost like the masculine coming into the feminine so that she can open and radiate. Yeah. And we're going to engage with the soft breath. It's the breath of life coming in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you're feeling your breath nourishing you. You're feeling the breath of life opening the feminine within inside of you. Yeah, so your throat is open and relaxed, your head is open and relaxed, so it's like that flower radiating to the sun. And you're just relaxing, opening. So the feminine essence, when we open to her, it's a surrendering, a softening, a slowing down, and a quietening. It's an unwinding. I'm going to bring that sun into our hearts now. And just feeling your shoulders. Yeah, your shoulders soft and open. We're going to create space for the whole of the chest to open so we can relax open into that love inside of our hearts. So the sun is coming into the heart and the breath is relaxing and softening open the whole chest. And again, we're quietening down. Yeah, we're moving from our heads into our hearts. We're coming deeper down into our bodies. We're in the journey down and inwards into the earth through our womanly bodies. The men are creating that space, holding that container of safety. And the women have their hearts and their wombs connected around the earth. So we're relaxing into our hearts. And we're breathing into that petal inside of the heart. We're receiving the warm sun coming down through our heads, through our throats, and into our hearts. Yeah, into our bodies. And women, just opening that radiance of love inside of your hearts and just feeling that love for humanity. And just feel your hearts connected around the earth and just feel that love for all women. Yeah, for all children. Feel that nourishment from your heart, just holding all of the women and all of the children in the world. Deeply feeling, opening that depth of your love and that depth of your longing and your yearning as women. This is what really cultivates and helps us to open to deeper love and deeper creation of love in the world. We're just holding all the women and all the children in that love. And with that love in our hearts and that expansion around the earth, we're also holding all the men. With the love in our hearts, we're supporting the men to soften and to open and to feel. We're inviting with that deep compassion every aspect of humanity. We're welcoming and we're opening with our hearts. We're welcoming and we're opening every aspect of humanity with that compassion, that power of love, that power of compassion that doesn't push anything away, that receives everything with that love, with that healing, with that welcoming. Okay, and we're going to go a little deeper now where we're receiving that sun again through our heads. Our heads opening and softening, our throats, our hearts, and we're going to go all the way down into our wombs. You're going to feel the sunlight just filling up your womb. And to support just a deeper embodiment and connection with your womb, you can bring your hands onto your belly. And you can bring your hands to soften your belly and to also soften your back and your hips. And you're just going to come deeper into sensation and into your body. And we're going to honor the womb, honor the wisdom of the womb, the creation of the womb. Yeah, the mystery of life. And with that sun and that light and that warmth inside of your womb, you're just going to soften your whole womb and open and relax your body even more. And just feel your womb opening and softening like this radiant flower of love and life. And as your womb starts to relax open like a flower, that flower of creation, we're just going to open your whole body and feel your body softening even more and relaxing down into the earth. And it's inward and downward. There's so much of life that is disconnected from her, so much of life where we are in an outward perpetual movement. The honoring of the feminine is coming inward and downward, slowing down, being present with her, softening, holding her as sacred, being gentle. So really allowing the womb to relax down like this beautiful flower into the earth. You can almost feel the earth like this mother, the divine mother. Yeah. You can feel her like this flower of nourishment and holding, receiving you, and honoring your body, honoring your feminine form, honoring your capacity to give birth, to nurture, to create, to love, to heal, to transform. And just feel the whole earth opening up and receiving you, receiving you, receiving all of you. Just feel that divine mother, the cosmic womb of creation holding you in her womb. And you're opening your belly around the earth, and you're feeling the women's wombs connecting around the earth. You're honoring her, you're listening her, you're being present with her. And as you relax down deeper into the earth, you just start to feel that pulse of life in your womb, in that flower of creation. It's like your whole body is relaxing open like this radiant flower into her. And you're just feeling your whole body pulse. You feel your heart open, your womb open. And you're listening and you're moving with the pulse of the earth. It's like we're opening to the feminine rising through us. instead of trying to control her. Yeah. This is a letting go of controlling life and a full surrender to her rising through us. Keep softening and opening and breathing and receiving that nourishment and that holding. And we're going to gently rest deeper down into her. We're going to rest and become quiet so that we can listen to her wisdom, honoring her voice, honoring the voice of creation, the wisdom of all of life. I'm just going to gently surrender into her and listen. Listen to her call. Listen. 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 What is she calling you into? What expression of her? Mm. 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 Just coming into a gentle acknowledgement and a bowing down to the feminine, to all of creation. Mm. You can gently bring your hands to your belly and to your heart. Just taking some gentle breaths. Mm. And then you can gently open your eyes and stay rested inside your hearts and inside your wombs. Mm. Yeah. And just end with a bow of honoring and gratitude. Yeah. Mm.